Well, boys and girls, it's not really when I feel like at o'clock today. Um, I'm sure you've heard Brian Murray passed away today from cancer, and death is not something that I usually get too upset about, or like. I mean, I have a heart, but I don't usually it brings me to tears too much. I believe that we're gonna see every we're all gonna be together one and be one on the other side one day. Okay, I'll get off of that, but that helps me. I guess that's the reason why I don't really cry for people that die. But Brian Murray was a hero of mine. There was two of my favorite not players but personalities or people in the NHL. Both of them happen to have been in Ottawa, and that's Roger Nielsen and Brian Murray. The reason why with Brian Murray is because he was such an incredible mind for the. He had such an incredible mind for the game. One of the best minds that ever was in hockey. Um, his time in junior, he brought his team to levels that they never thought they could get to. In Washington, he brought that organization as a coach. He brought them to levels that they've never been. And then as a general manager and coach and general manager in Detroit, he went. They didn't miss the playoffs in the 7 years he was there, and he just never seemed to make a mistake. In Anaheim, bringing in Perry and Getzlaf set that organization up for years, and many other things that they did. Yeah, it's a team sport, and he's got scouts and stuff that are all part of it, and nobody taught that better than him. Brian Murray, even when he was getting his Jack Adams Award, he made it very clear, and you could tell through everything he did, that he sold the togetherness of a team better than maybe anybody I've ever seen. Possibly, Bowman and Babcock, but he did it from a general manager's perspective. Maybe Bowman be the same, but I don't think he did. I don't think anybody taught unity like he did. It was everywhere he went. It was infectious, and he did it everywhere he went. In Florida, he brought them to the finals when nobody thought that was possible. I mean, I remember back then he was making moves like bringing Van Beesbrook in and stuff, and I was like, really, really? But it's always seemed to work with him. He always seemed to know. And I bet you in Anaheim, there had been a good scouting team ever since he left, and I bet you they could say a lot of that has to do with what he put in place for that organization. Then you bring in Ottawa, and you take this small market team. He took a challenge, a huge challenge, and it was like a hometown team as well. Even he said that he wouldn't have did it for any other reason but for Ottawa. Drafts Carlson, like, oh my gosh, man, drafts Carlson and Hoffman, and just brought a certain kind of character. Tourist turned that kid into the best he could possibly be as a general manager, bringing in fantastic coaches seemingly at the perfect time. But the main thing again is he brings a team unity in to his organizations that takes them way farther than anybody would ever think. Who thought that Ottawa would be as good as they did? And I know Anderson with his cancer, but still, it's always been like that with him. It's always been like that with Brian Murray, and what I would do just to sit down and pick his brain and talk to him. But one day, I think I will, and I'm sure it's going to be one heck of a conversation. But he's always going to be somebody that I've idolized, that I look up to. He was an inspiration to me. Not because, I never met him, I didn't know him, but he was an inspiration in the sense to watch him be successful wherever he went. Now, to say he's an inspiration, the best I've done is what I'm doing right now, 150 followers on YouTube. But I think he's been an inspiration in my life as well in a lot of ways, because he took a wonderful gift that he'd been giving and he created a life with it. And he created one hell of a life with it. If that is so inspirational for me and you guys, you see somebody take a gift and turn it into and create such a great life with it, that really should inspire you, and inspired me. So anyways, I usually tell everybody be well lubed here, but I think really all I want to say is I'll see you again, Brian Murray. Lots of love to you.